how you have such an inability to read the room, an inability to connect with people, an inability to just go there and just be there for the people who are there. Why in the blue hell does it have to be about him?
Always.
And I understand it's not about him in a good way. I'm not saying it is. But why do we have to hear that? Do people there want to hear this? People have got signs up on their front lawn saying, F you, Biden, don't even show up at this point. Screaming at the motorcade, F you, a-hole. This is how people there feel about this guy at this point, because he couldn't just do what was right the first time and just show up and be the president of all people of the United States. And now then when he goes, this is the speech he gives.
Yeah. He's talking about himself. Talking about, let me tell you about my tragedy.
Yeah. That's poor.
Let me know. I can't talk about my dead son, Bo, because they keep telling me not to mention him. Plus, he didn't die in a fire. But I got another dead story. You want to hear it? Okay, here we go. That's essentially what he's doing. He's trying to find anything to make you feel bad for him. I think it's part of his mental decline, but also part of his personality. You know, he's so insecure. He can't just be a person. He's got to be something. He's got to be the focus of the attention. I don't even know how you make the leap from tragic wildfire, 1,000 people still missing, to, hey, let me tell you about when my wife got hit by a truck. I don't see the connection, but give it a shot, Joe. What do you got?
I mean, quite frankly, his whole demeanor from some of the clips I've seen, because I didn't watch it because he did, whatever the time difference, he didn't start it till late today. I think it was post 6 o'clock that he finally even got in front of a microphone. But even before the microphone, like his whole body language of being there. And you can imagine what Trump would be getting filleted if he was to do any of this on anything he ever attended. You think of the places that President Trump went where there was disasters. You can remember him handing out paper towels and throwing. Remember all that? And he got filleted. Oh, he's like, how about ask the guy, like, what are you experiencing out there? What's going on? Like, he walks down this line. He doesn't say one serious thing to one person.
No.
And then he gets caught up in the dog, which, okay, fine. We all love dogs, but like not a serious question about anything that I saw in that whole rope line as he walks down there.
Yeah, but that's like childlike behavior. You get distracted by a dog? Really? There's a major catastrophe in front of your face, and you're distracted by a puppy.
Don't think much.
Ask him if you have booties for the dog to put on his feet, because it's hot ground out here, man.
You get him some doggy ice cream?
Yeah, that's the point, Joe. It's hot ground out there. That's the point. And the reaction across social media is pretty universal. As I'm looking at that same clip with the heading, "What an absolute garbage human."
Yeah, that's all he is
people's reaction to this guy. Besides the fact that the whole story he told is a big fat lie, as he said he was doing Meet the Press. He just told you he was doing Meet the Press.
Right.
And he was able to get to Delaware to watch them put out the fire.
Right.
This was a report. It's been reported multiple years now, multiple times, that this was a small kitchen fire that was put out in about 10 minutes.
Yes. And he made sure that you knew that the firefighters rushed in there to save his family, save his wife. Right? Did I just hear that? Am I
lost my wife, my Corvette.
Yeah, don't forget the 67 Corvette.
And my cat, he said.
Yes. So let me just tell you a little bit about background of my story. I have my own body of water because that's where the lightning struck. We have a pond, a little lake, something like that. He has central AC. He wants you to know that. And he's got a classic sports car. Oh, and by the way, his wife was supposedly in the house.
And he's just... Again, this is what happens when he has no speech. He has no teleprompter. He just reverts to what he knows best, and that's to lie on stories that he's lied about for years. He couldn't have made it to the basement from the house to the kitchen of the house to see the fire. It was out so fast. He made it from Meet the Press all the way home to watch the firefighters fight the fire, he said.
Come on.
Probably the Austin detective was there when he got there.
I mean, this guy, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. That is so reprehensible behavior
True.
in that setting. But he just can't help himself. And the people who put him in these positions to try to go up there with no teleprompter, with no speech, and they hand him a microphone and they put the layer on his neck for him to try to feel like he's connecting with the audience there, who probably is looking at him right now with such detestable feelings for this man. And he tells that story. Again, making it all about himself. Even put the lying part, even if the whole damn thing was true. Every word of it was true. Why do we need to hear about you right now? Why do we need to hear about you? This is not about you.